Hey guys, can you try manager? Alright, so I did the Flying Fortress of Death. Well, Flying Smiling Fortress of Death for Master League. And now I'm going to do it for Premier League. Now what makes this really interesting is that in GoFest we're going to actually have Togekisses popping out, and you can get a good Togekiss for Premier League, Master League, Great League, or Ultra League, whichever one you desire. So this guide is going to tell you just how good Togekiss is for Premier League. It's very, very good, and there's a reason why with Metagross it makes a very strong core, just because of Togekiss's coverage and its ability to absolutely charm the crap out of you when you engage it in battle. So let's get started and see just exactly how this flying, smiling fortress kiss thingy is actually going to kill you. Shout out to GoHub as usual for this amazing website. Thank you so much, GoHub. It has this really cute flying infographic, as you see right here. The animated sprite is absolutely adorable, and it does this. It's a great website. It really sums everything up very, very well, and it's incredibly versatile, incredibly powerful, and it's amazing. So, anyways, we have Togekiss. Number 468, it is a fly. It smiles at you. It has 2 feet. It has wings. It's absolutely adorable. And it has a very, very, very good stat pool. High attack, high defense, somewhat stamina. It's pretty balanced, and it's 332. The difficulty about Togekiss is that you have to hatch one to get a perfect. Or if you were lucky enough to get a perfect one during GoFest, or a perfect one in the wild, a perfect Togetic that is, you're really lucky. But Togekiss is a very powerful Pokemon, and its charm does so much damage. That's why it's so good. As you see here, it's originally found in Sinnoh region. Gen 4 is vulnerable to electric, ice, poison, rock, and steel type moves, and it's boosted by cloudy and windy weather. Togekiss's best moves are Charm and Dazzling Gleam. It does a lot of damage just because Dazzling Gleam has stab. As you see, it's very and flying, and here is its weakness type chart. Now, the thing about Togekiss is you will die. You will die to electric types. Electric types will take your soul. Also, ice, poison, rock, and steel will pretty much destroy you. Now, the reason why this is really interesting is because electric and steel is very electric and steel might be very prominent in the Premier Cup. Ice may be prominent too. Also, rock if you see a Rhyperior come out there. So, like I said, there's a lot of things you can see in Premier Cup that Togekiss is weak to. However, it does have a hefty amount of resistance, specifically towards these three: Dragon, Fighting, and Ground. It walls. It doesn't essentially wall, but as you see, the damage that these 3 typings do against it are very minimal. As you see, it does resist dark and grass type as well, but it's such a great mod. As you see, it's very, very powerful. Great resistances. Somewhat, it's kind of, the weakness is kind of, especially since steel is very prominent in Premier Cup. It's very powerful, very, very good. As you see here, here's its moveset. Togekiss is very versatile. Charm, no, never use Air Slash, always use Charm. Charm, Dazzling Gleam, Flamethrower, and Air Lace. There's a whole bunch of different typings here. Usually Charm, Flamethrower, Air Lace is the way to go, or Charm, Flamethrower, or you can do Charm, Flamethrower, or Ancient Power. We'll see what PvPoke.com recommends, but it has a very deep move pool. Now, for Premier Cup, I wouldn't use Dazzling Gleam just because there's no real situation where you'll need Dazzling Gleam. It's just kind of out there. As you see over here, as with any Master League or Premier League mod, it is very expensive. Its shiny is very distinct. It's not very distinct from its regular because it just looks like a darker shade, I suppose. But as you see in the comments, it's very, very powerful. Very powerful. Alright, now the very, very useful and very, very helpful PvPoke.com. Like I say in all my videos, make sure y'all contribute to PvPoke.com through GitHub or lend your support through Patreon. This is an amazing website. The creator, Kakuna Matata, is an amazing human being. Thank you so much for everything you do. And now let's get on to it. So, the rankings go like this when you go to Premier Cup. When you go to Premier Cup, here's what you get. You get Togekiss as the _1 overall. You want to know why? Because it's very powerful as an attacker. As you see, your key wins are against the Dragos. Machamp, Garchomp, and Dragonite are very powerful in Premier Cup. You can expect to see those. It also beats Swampert, Gorlax, and Gyarados. As we saw in the GoHub, the GoHub weaknesses, the reason why its key loss is because Metagross is very strong. Same thing with Palatine, which weakens Ice. Remember when we talked about Rhyperior? Rhyperior, just because Rhyperior will absolutely wreck you with Rock Wrecker. Rock Wrecker is incredibly powerful. And surprisingly, it actually loses against Shadow Snorlax too, even though Shadow Snorlax gives up its bulk, just because Lick and Body Slam is a very versatile move, and Shadow Snorlax does so much damage with Lick. As you see, Togekiss against all of its Premier Cup matchups, if you look over here, we look at the one shield scenarios, you do get a 74% win ratio. In most scenarios, you probably will get, you'll charm something down, or you'll be able to break a shield or force a shield. As you see, Ancient Power Flamethrower is the preferred moveset. That's the one shield. Now how about the two shields? Assuming you lead with it, because Togekiss is very strong as a lead. You win 89.9% of your matchups in the two shield with Ancient Power Flamethrower. That's huge. That means you win. That's a lot of matchups that you beat. As you see here, if we go up on the chart, you see going down here, you beat Shadows. You're. It's so good. It's so good. It's so powerful. So powerful. Let's see. So your key. So in the two shields, what you'll beat, or what you might beat, is you actually beat Snorlax in the two shields with superpower. You beat Lapras, you beat Mach, Rampardos, Tyranitar. Wait, do you? In the two shield? Okay, I might be actually reading this wrong, but yeah. Actually, this might be the other way around. I might be going, yeah. It's so powerful in the two shield. You beat all of these. Wow. That's a pretty extensive list of Pokemon that you somewhat can beat. Wow. And that this is all the two shield. Wow, that's surprising. We'll take a look more into deep into it. So as you see in the two shield, Togekiss with Ancient Power Flamethrower is very, very powerful. Especially if you get the boost with Ancient Power. I think you can run, and let's see, if you run Aerial Ace Flamethrower, what does it do to your rating? You go up if you actually use Aerial Ace, which is surprising. Not by much. I would use Ancient Power just to bait shields, or like possibly get the boost, because a boosted Togekiss equals hell, and you want hell on your team. As you see there, it gets better. Dazzling Gleam, you don't want Dazzling Gleam. Flamethrower. Flamethrowers are a must, especially if you want it out against like steel types. So I would definitely keep that. But in two shield, as you see in all scenarios, Togekiss is a monster, an absolute monster of a mon. So let's go back overall to the Master League and to the Premier Cup. But that's including all the other mods. But like I said, it's very, very powerful. Very powerful. As you see, overall, it takes the #1 slot over Metagross and Metagross Shadow, just because its charm does so much damage. And as a lead, it's incredibly powerful. It is, in fact, the #1 lead. And if you see here, if you see any of these three above, you probably should get the hell out of the way and safe switch into whatever your safe switch is. But as you see here, Aerial Ace, Ancient Power seems to be the moveset here. I would definitely run Flamethrower. The reason why Flamethrower is recommended is to counter these Mamoswines, Metagrosses, and whatever else steel or whatever is weak to Flamethrower may come in your way, because you need that Flamethrower. You need that fire damage on the way out. And now for closers, it's not. The thing is, Togekiss as a closer isn't really the greatest thing in the world, just because Togekiss with no shields will die to a lot of things. You can still charm down a lot, don't get me wrong. Like against these, you can charm down, but as you see, if you get a closer Metagross, it's pretty bad, because one Meteor Mash does kill you, so you should be careful. And as you see, Togekiss rank 19 using Charm and Ancient Power and Flamethrower. Like I said, very powerful. Regardless of it, very, very powerful because Charm does so much damage. In other words, the reason why your Togekiss goes to town is because you get Charmed down. That's why. Remember, Togekiss goes to town because because Togekiss will charm you down. That's basically what it is. As you see here, it's not the greatest charger in the world. It's 17. You'll probably, depending on the situation, you'll either nuke something or you'll get a shield or two. If you could get 2 shields with a Togekiss, that's freaking amazing. As you see over here, Togekiss is the #1 attacker. And as far as consistency, it is very, very, very good, just because of all the teams it can go up with. There's Toga. Where's Toga? Toga. There's Toga. It's still consistent. As you see, 92 is still a pretty high rating. Very, very powerful. But overall, Togekiss is a monster. As you see, its matchups, it does very, very well against subsequent meta. Probably not as a closer. I definitely would lead at it or try to keep it away from the Metagross as much as possible, because I can foresee a lot of Metagrosses and or Magnezones or Electivires in the back. So I would be very careful. I'll be doing a Magnezone video in the future. But if you do run a training simulation with it, Togekiss does win a lot of things just because let's do the simulation here. So we do Master League and we'll do a single battle. As you see for Dragonite, if we do run the sim with it, Dragonite, we do the Flying Dragon. That is double weak to Ice. And now you get Charmed down. You lose all shield scenarios because Togekiss is a freaking monster against Dragonite. Same thing with Garchomp. Garchomp's even worse. You resist everything. Garchomp gets Chomped down, literally Charmed down. You want Togekiss to go to town? Make sure you have a dragon in lead, and all you have to do is charm them down. Literally, that's all you have to do. Just charm them down to oblivion. Not only that, Togekiss also beats fighters. We have poor Machamp. Machamp is still viable in this meta, believe it or not. However, when Machamp sees Togekiss, Togekiss is gonna Toga get a Toga in all shield scenarios. Now, the reason why it's dangerous against Metagross is because of this. Metagross is very, very powerful in this league, and like Bullet Punch and Meteor Mash are very, very strong. As you see here, you will lose all scenarios unless you're up a shield or up 2 shields. So the 1-0 shield, this is what happens. See, you get that because Flamethrower. Flamethrower is your way out. You need that shield for that Meteor Mash though, and then you get the Flamethrower down. However, look at the end. You see that energy? This is why Flamethrower is needed, because you get to take out Metagross's and also Magnezone. Magnezone's also foreseeably very prominently. Be very careful about the zone. The zone, the UFO, the zone will come and it will take you out and it will destroy you, as you see of the above. And actually, only beat Magnezone if you have the 2 shield. Actually, how close is it in the 2 shield scenario? Okay, so that's why, because if you get debated by Mirror Shot. So you need the Flamethrower. You need the Flamethrower damage in order to take out the flying UFO. So if you have energy, let's assume Togekiss has energy. So if you do your options and you're starting energy, assuming that you charm something down, let's assume that you do have the energy for Flamethrower. It's your starting energy is at 70. You have a chance of winning the 1s and the 0s, the 0 to 1s, just because you can get that Flamethrower in. As you see here, Flamethrower does heavy damage, so you want a Flamethrower. That's why Flamethrower is absolutely necessary, because it gives you that chance against Steel typing, such as Magnezone and Metagross. That's why y'all need. Don't ever take out Flamethrower from your Togekiss, because you need that Flamethrower, because Flamethrower is just so freaking valuable. It gives you a lot of coverage moves, and the reason why you get a lot of those 90 percentiles I showed before is because it's got Flamethrower. Now that I've sold the Flying Death Fortress, Mega Death Fortress to you, we're going to train with it. I will do 3 battles with Togekiss to finally convince you that is very, very powerful. So what we're going to do is we're going to put Togekiss on our team. This will be the Premier Cup. As you see here, the training simulation is very powerful. I love using this because I can play with whatever I want in this cup. We are going to do this on Champion League, and now I'm going to use a Togekiss Metagross. Togekiss, we're going to switch Togekiss from Dazzling Game. We're going to give it Ancient Power and Flamethrower. Ancient Power, Flamethrower, perfect. And then we're going to go Metagross. We'll do Metagross. And we'll change the Psychic to an Earthquake for Master League. We'll do that. And then for our closer, we will have Garchomp. I just like Garchomp a lot. Garchomp charges very fast with Mudshot, and it's very strong as a closer. So we're going to do that. Closer, Earthquake. Outrage. This is the squad. Squad is here. Squad has been created. This is our squad. Togekiss, Metagross, Garchomp, Premier Cup, singles. Let's go. 3 battles. Togekiss in the lead goes against a Metagross. This is horrifying. Let's get out of here right away. So we switch out. Metagross does have energy advantage, which makes it really scary, because if this subsequent Metagross is also carrying Earthquake, we will get absolutely wrecked. Now, I am not going to shield anything, praying that this Metagross is not going to Earthquake us. It might use Meteor Mash because it wants to bait. There we go. Beautiful. So we managed to absolutely get the bait. Now, he switches out. We get a Swampert. Oh no, this is bad. I'm going to go straight for the Earthquake in an attempt to do a lot of damage against Swampert. However, now we're in trouble. If it shields, beautiful. Perfect. It shielded. Even better. That means we will be able to get this Meteor Mash off. If it doesn't get the Hydro Cannon, it does get to the Hydro Cannon. Alright, now we're in a very difficult predicament. We managed to grab a shield, however, the Metagross we have is now about to get yeeted by the Hydro Cannons. So the Hydros does take out our Metagross. We send in Togekiss and we will Charm down. And my switch clock is up, so we can kind of keep Togekiss away from the masses. I'm not going to shield this. This is Sludge Wave. This is going to suck. It is not. It's a Hydro Cannon. Perfect. We're going to Charm down the Swampert. We go and Charm you down. We're going to take you down and farm you down. That's what we're going to do. And then I'm going to shield the next move. We'll shield this, and then we'll save all this sweet energy for whatever comes in the back. I can expect our AI opponent here to send in the Flying Fortress of Megadeth, known as Metagross, to
our freaking Togekiss, unfortunately. Here it comes. Oh, they send in their own Togekiss. Alright, so this is bad because we don't want Togekiss against our Garchomp. We are going to Ancient Power here. Hopefully I get the shield or we get the boost. Do we get it? We do not get the boost. Alright, now we are in really big trouble. Big, big trouble. Now, I need a boost here, or I'm going to pop a shield because I want my Garchomp to live. We do not want Garchomp to have any part against his Togekiss. Unfortunately, Garchomp does have part against the Togekiss, and Togekiss is going to go to town. So our play here is to get two... Oh, this is dangerous. Oh, this is bad. Oh, this is dangerous. I'm going to eat this Meteor Mash. It's going to hurt a lot. Now, we have to get two shots here. So I'm actually going to overcharge a little bit of energy, and I'm going to attempt a really weak Earthquake, which is kind of dumb. We're going to try to undercharge the Earthquake to Oblivion so that we don't knock it out completely. Beautiful! Perfect! Oh my god! GG's. Nope, that didn't work. I undercharged too much. Basically, that was our only play over there. I don't even know, to be honest with you, if Outrage would have KO'd our poor opponent here. Oh my god, do we get the Outrage? We get the Outrage! Does this KO the Togekiss? Does it happen? The Garchomp have enough power to KO the Togekiss at this range? Did we uncharge perfectly? We did not. And as you see here, this is what Togekiss got a Toga, is because Togekiss is all that Togekiss is gonna do is charm us down. Poor Garchomp didn't stand a chance. In the end, it didn't even matter. We tried so hard and we got so hard, but in the end, it did not. Togekiss just charmed us down, like it didn't even matter. So we get the lead, which is awesome here. We get the switch. Now I can switch into Metagross. This is perfect. Now we have full control of this matchup. I'm going to go straight for the meter match here. We could have farmed down this Togekiss and shield, but I don't want that to happen. I don't want to have to burst the shield here. We already have a huge advantage by taking switch here. Beautiful. One shot will use the Togekiss. As you see here, we won switch. Now our opponent has to make a decision here. Now we have a full powered Metagross and we still have two Mons in the back. We do get a Charizard. This is very, very bad because Charizard going Charizard going Chara. And okay, so yep, this is a little bit bad. This is actually very bad. So we're gonna try and just meteor mash this Charizard down. Hopefully it does shield. We do break a shield. Beautiful. Beautiful. We do grab a shield. You need to burn your energy here unless it's gonna try to farm us down. Boy is in fact going to try to charm us down. Hmm. Should I shield? I shall shield. Now this might be a little dumb, especially since the Dragon Claw. This is fine though. I'm going to Meteor Mash down. Hopefully we can get the second shield. If we get the second shield, this is absolutely incredible. I would love to have the second shield of this Charizard. Beautiful. We grab the second shield, and now we're up a shield. And now we have Garchomp. We're going to send in Garchomp. This boy is going to send in the Swampert. That's fine here. I'm going to get enough energy for an Outrage, and I'm going to switch out. I'm going to switch out. And it didn't switch in time, but that's fine. We're just not going to expend our shields here. Now, since we ate the Hydro Can, I'm going to get a little more energy. We're just going to grab a little more energy. One, two. All right, we have some energy. We have hella energy. Hella energy. You have to fire Hydro Can against my Togekiss. Togekiss is thick boy. Not super thick, but he thick. He thick enough to take these damage. They thick enough to take it. So the thick, very thick. So thick. Not so super thick, but it's thick enough. So we're just going to try him down here. I'm going to fire this Ancient Power. I won't shield this. There's no need to. I can eat this, and then we can just charm down. As you see, we ate the Subsqueak with Hard Crown just because we resist these mud shots. So we don't... Ooh, he gets another one. Alright. Okay, we're gonna shield one. We're just gonna shield one. And then I'm just gonna let the charm down go. One, two, three. Beautiful. And then sends in the Charizard. And then we're gonna Ancient Power it to death. And because you take double the damage, this is gonna hurt a lot. I'm not sure if Ancient Power KOs at this range. If it does, that'd be beautiful. It does. GG's. And we still had we still had a lot of energy on our Garchomp to use. So that's beautiful. We gained all this sweet energy for our Garchomp to Duke in the back. As you saw there, Togekiss winning that switch was very, very, very powerful. Now let's do one more match. We get the mirror match. This is absolutely the most boring thing in all of the world because all they're gonna do is just subsequently charm each other. Who gets the boost? More important, yeah, who gets the boost? In this scenario, it looks like I will win CMP because I have the better stat product, so I will win the CMP in this scenario. Now, it's interesting because if I boost, that's cool, but I'm gonna let my Togekiss go here, actually. We're gonna let Toga go, and then what we're gonna do is gonna bullet punch you to death. So I'm not going to shield here. If this is air lace, it's even better. If this is ancient power, we're a little bit in trouble here. It is ancient power. Does our opponent in fact boost? He does not boost. All right, perfect. So we're just going to charm down. Or not really charm down. We're going to get as much charm down as possible. Send in the Metagross. Now we are up a shield. So this is great. This is beautiful. You don't ever get to a flamethrower, as we predicted. But we do get a Metagross. Oh my lord. Okay. We're going to try to mirror match break to force a shield here. If we match to force a shield, this is amazing. Because we'd be 2 up shields. Do we get it? We do not. Okay. You don't need it. Well, it does a lot of damage anyways. I wish that Earthquake.
I should Earthquake. If I went for the big coconut play, would have taken out this Metagross, and then we would have a Garchomp with 2 shields in the back.
Now, is our opponent going to elect a shield here? Okay, they do elect a shield, finally. Okay, we'll take it. We take this. We'll take this. We'll take this. We take this. And now our opponent is going to try to either Meteor Mash or Earthquake us. Oh, it is in Meteor Mash, which is beautiful. However, he should have enough energy for either 2 Meteor Mashes, which makes this really scary. So I am just going to actually save all this sweet energy. Actually, I'll expend it. I'll expend a shield. And then we're going to get a Meteor Mash down. I'm going to pull up the switch clock just in case our opponent decides to switch over here. Do they decide to switch out? They do not. Beautiful. Alright. So what we're going to do here is we're just going to Meteor Mash down. I will send in my Garchomp in the back with a shield. So Garchomp in the ones can take out a lot of things. So let's hope our Garchomp can take out whatever's in the back. I'm going to send in Garchomp right away. And we get a Typhlosion, which is great over here. This is beautiful because all we have to do is hit 1 Earthquake. We do have a shield just in case. We will use that shield. This Blast Bird will be resisted because Garchomp is a dragon type, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. In the end, it didn't even matter, and we will shoot an Earthquake out to close this matchup. GG's.
Very powerful team, very spammy. As you see, Togekiss is very, very powerful.
Very, very good. Such a good mon. We take out the Typhlosion. This is GG's. I'll do one more just for bonus, just as you see, like, just to justify. Togekiss is very, very powerful in Premier Cup. In the mirror match, if you have the Toga Mirror Core, like Metagross, you can kind of do what I did here. As you see, this play where you actually, at the end, you can just leave it to die just so that you can get some farm on Metagross. We get the mirror match again, pretty much the same matchup. As you see, this is very, very painful because all you're going to see is 2 of the same mon just attempting to charm each other down. If you get the boost, you get the boost. If you get the boost, it's what it is. Does our opponent like the shield? It does, and we get the boost! Oh, man! We got the boost! We got the boost! I'm not gonna shield this because with the boost, Ancient Power does not do anything. Well, it does something, but now we can just charm down. We're Gucci. We don't have to worry about dying, which is awesome. That's beautiful. Well. 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 Never mind. We lost. We should have shielded. I'm an idiot. Make sure you guys shield it. Is that a gang? That is in fact a Gengar. This is scary because Gengar has Shadow Ball. I will shield because we don't want to eat a Sludge Bomb. Oh wait, it's a Sludge Bomb? What? Sludge Bomb? Oh, well Gengar is actually very prominent. If you give it a Shadow Punch in Premier Cup, it'd be a very interesting pick. Very, very interesting pick. Speaking of that, we do have... Oh, yeah, it's a very interesting pick. In fact, we do have the community day coming soon. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to attempt to charm down. I mean, not charm down. I'm going to farm down. What am I talking about? I'm going to farm down. I'm going to farm down the Gengar. Gengar is a little squishy. That's why I'm farming down right here. Beautiful. What do you have in the back? Steel. Oh, this Earthquake is going to hurt a lot. We get a Metagross in the back. However, we have energy. A lot of energy, in fact. Lots of energy. This is going to hurt a lot. We'll send in the Garchomp just to quickly farm down with the Machops, and this is GG's. Bam. Perfect game. As you saw there, Togekiss boosted, gives you a lot of chances. Make sure you... even if you boosted Masters, well, that worked out, but if you want to use a shield, yeah, use a shield, as you saw there. Yeah, there was no reason to shield. Wow. That was dumb. That was dumb, but yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Let's get on to the summary, and then we'll see what we can summarize from using Togekiss in Premiere, thanks to all these sims and all the data we have.
Alright, we reached our summary. Togekiss is gonna Togekiss. Togekiss is very strong, very, very powerful. It is such a good mon. Consider using it, especially if you have a perfect one. Ancient Power and Flamethrower seem to be the best moveset. Ancient Power because it does give you that coverage against opposing Togekiss, and if you get the boost, it gives you a huge advantage. And obviously, you're going to use Charm. Never use anything other than Charm. Charm is what makes Togekiss so freaking good. Don't ever use Air Slash. Like I said, Ancient Powered Flamethrower seems to be this moveset. Be very careful when you face Togekiss in play against things that have shields like Metagross. Be careful because Metagross is very powerful. Get locked in like what happened to us. If you think it was game 2 on the simulator, be very careful because Togekiss does not stand much against Metagross and Bullet Punch does heavy damage against it. And some notes, make sure you double the extra notes. Now, make sure you do this. I know y'all are so excited to build your Togekisses after you watch this video or you get your perfect one. Just remember one thing. If you do hatch it from Togepi, make sure you double move it before you build it. It saves you 65,000 dust. You're very welcome. You know why? Because I've done that so many times where I didn't double move my Togepi and then evolve it. Instead, I did it after it's evolved, and it costs so much more than it had to. Be very careful. Be frugal with your dust. Don't waste your dust. Make sure you double move it when it's a Togepi. And as always, please like and subscribe. If there's anything you want me to analyze, please put it in the comments. I will try to do more Premier Cup stuff for the future, as well as Master League stuff with Master League and Premier Cup coming closer and closer through the days. Make sure you guys just keep on tapping. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys on the next video. Thank you for watching again.